What's up, everybody? This is the poker coaching study session, and today we're gonna be looking at a poker tournament. We're gonna start with this hand history. It's a $50 hyper, where we got first place. So let's get started. We have all the hands analyzed, on GTO Wizard, and I was looking at this correct play, 85%. Oh, getting good. And then these are the hands. And let's get started. So pocket 10. Make it 3x. Fold.
85% pretty exceptional, I think.
You think?
Really damn good.
I think it's really good, yeah.
Okay, it's not gonna be very long. It's only 60 something hands. Okay, king, jack. Do you guys like this three bet?
Yeah, I do.
Where is the king, jack? Okay, why is it not here? Cards, tens, we saw tens. Pocket jack, we're not there yet, I guess. And king, jack, I guess nothing happens.
You probably just get it through.
Okay. Alright. Pocket six. Flag call seems fine. Is this a spot where we should bet small?
It's probably not wrong. I imagine you can check though.
What is the pocket?
Apparently you're missing some hands.
No wonder we scored so high.
You uploaded the good ones.
You mean hand-based or range-based? Bet small. What do you mean?
I think range, you could bet a lot of your range small. This hand probably does pretty well checking too.
Okay,
When I went through the report, I had to go to the bottom and work my way from the bottom up. You might have to go to like the last page.
Oh, there's more pages. There you go. I was wondering, because I thought you went to the bottom. I was gonna suggest the same
Yeah,
thing.
there's your 6-6 at the bottom, 3 from the bottom.
King Jack was a mistake.
where do you see the king, jack?
The King Jack, see the exclamation, the circle, the exclamation point? I think that's, probably not a thing, three betting.
Alright. So it would start from the hand. Queen four. So the hands are not in order. Is that possible?
You already did V pips probably, right? In your filter.
Oh, no, I think you guys are right. There it goes. Pocket 10. There goes the king, jack. King, jack. Alright. King, jack. Yeah, raising 40% of the time. That's good.
I saw a different King Jack. It's up somewhere, it was somewhere else. It had a, that blue circle with the
yeah.
exclamation point.
Then
Yeah,
we should have
you're-
the pocket six.
Yeah, you're in order. You're going fine.
There it is. Pocket six, let's see on the flop if we have a bet. On the flop. 50% of the time, is that right? 50% check, 50% bet. And then what's our strategy on this board? Okay, so pocket six is always betting on this texture, although I should be sizing up. That's pretty weird. Maybe I'll make it a bit bigger like this. So it says pocket six should be sizing up.
How deep are you? You're 80 bigs, maybe that's why.
So if there's 2 overcards to the
Oh,
sixes
no.
here. So
Oh,
the
no, I'm-
sixes are
This is
matching.
this is a river node, hang on. Let's go back to, this is the flop, yes. Yeah.
Yeah. There you go.
There it is.
So
This
your
looks
range is-
reasonable.
50-50, pocket six. It's a jack eye board, so I knew I was gonna bet a lot, but it's still checking a lot, right? 40%. Bet
60%.
pretty much a little bit of everything, seems. So, okay, bet small, he calls. Uh-oh. 5 on the turn, he checks. What do you guys do?
I mean, if you ever had a double barrel card with pocket sixes, this is it. Like you have the backdoor spade, you have the open ender. Outside of a six, I don't know what else you would be barreling here. I mean, I
So
think
the question is what size?
you gotta go, I think, I say big.
I
Yeah,
don't think you have to go that big.
I think if
So I
you're
guess-
All his
getting,
air balls fall to a smaller bet.
I guess, if our goal is to get as many chips in as possible with our best value when we get there, it would support a larger bet.
It's over
Yeah.
pot.
Goes mucho
So-
grande. Yeah.
So you wanna go big, cuz when you get there, you wanna be able to, capitalize, but we check, which is this a wrong answer? I don't think this is probably a wrong
No, no,
answer.
50,
The whole,
50.
the range is betting over pot.
Yeah, no, I was saying his hand specifically. I,
50, 50.
yeah, seems reasonable.
Okay. And then.
What
this
a, what a,
happens.
what a troll river.
It's like the worst card.
Is it?
I don't think it's the worst, but it's just, you know. Are you ever comfortable just going for like big value here? I don't know.
No, you go for thin value.
Yeah,
Let's see. I think I'm going pot here.
that's what I'm kinda saying, like.
I'm
We're
going-
gonna, we're gonna.
I think it's less than that. I don't. think
Okay,
you
let's
go-
see
I
the
think it's like
machine.
2/3.
So the problem with going really big like that is it feels like you're not really getting called by, worse too often, right? Like, what are we targeting?
The machine likes it.
It liked it.
Yeah,
Solvers are greedy.
The river. Bet 9 to 11 to 12, so it's like the closest bet size, basically.
2/3.
Yeah. So, yeah, it liked it. Alright,
I feel like it's whenever you have a really strong hand, but you don't have the nuts where where the villain can have the nuts, you don't really get to go pot plus.
so like.
yeah, but
let's say
are you,
bet-
are you trying to keep your whole range at one size or do you want to split sizing and try
Well, it's
to?
obviously splitting. There's some overbets with the 8.
Well,
When we do
I-
have the nuts, there's some overbets and then there's some bluffs to go with it.
Oh, I know the solver does that. But you sitting at a table, are you gonna try to parse the two different bluffing ranges too?
Probably all gonna still use the 2/3 even with my bluffs. And I'm not gonna really have bluffs here. I'll have some 9x bluffs, I guess.
We'll save it for, philosophical poker Tuesday nights.
what do
Right
you
now,
I
guys
would
do here?
raise this, raise.
You can raise this at some
Yeah, 6 backs, I
frequency.
think we do a lot more raising too.
Fold.
Fold.
Alright, so is this a raise? do you think?
It's a raise for sure.
I probably would have called it.
The button.
I don't know,
it's
I don't know if
majority
you
call.
have to.
No.
Majority call.
So-
I'd rather pick the offsuit one, right?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Especially at 60.
Hey, so you didn't check. When you get 4-bet there, are you just folding that combo?
Snap folding, what do you mean you
Four.
didn't check? What are you gonna do? Call 4-bet?
I mean, you are in position, you have a reasonably good price here with a hand that flops pretty well.
This is a terrible hand. This is the bottom of my range.
What
Well,
did the
look, I
machine
want you to
like?
see, yeah, that's the question, right? That's what I wanna know.
I think ace queen suited is calling.
We know if Louis was GTO solver, how he would play it, but I wanna know what GTO solver says about it. Okay. So snap fold, but following the logic you were saying,
Ooh,
you would be doing the same thing with Jack 10 and King 10 too.
Yeah, no, not king 10, because king 10 is the line. But jack 10, I was folding. These I was folding.
Yeah, like Jack 9, 10, 9, that's pretty interesting. I'm not in there with those.
No,
Or like ace 5,
Oh,
for instance.
So he's pulling
I'm
his
not
bluffs
sure
from
if
his
I-
queen
yeah.
X. His squeezes have a lot of queens, I bet.
yeah, the jack tens and jack nines look like they're probably unblocking his bluffs too.
Yeah, I agree with you, Ken. I think having a queen here is probably particularly bad because that's, like you said, we're blocking the bluffs.
Yeah,
Again, don't forget to adjust for their 4-bet ranges.
Mhm.
It's not GTO for sure.
should we bet here?
don't
Two
know.
ranges in the middle, I would
Nope,
doubt
no
it.
heart, not.
Nah,
How about
You have your
betting
best,
big?
you have your best unpaired hand also. I just don't see really too much supporting evidence for a
Yeah, what
bet
kind of
here.
turns you gonna barrel?
Okay. So.
This is a one and done for Louis. But it's such a dry disconnected board, right? Ace 8-3, he either has clubs or like it's hard for him to continue.
So it's not happy about this one.
Yeah, I didn't think, yeah, seems,
well, does GTO Wizard, are they able to do multi-way?
Oh, wow. I don't know if you guys noticed, but you can click here for study this spot. You
Oh,
can
yeah.
click practice this spot.
I'm well aware.
You're well aware. Okay,
somebody's been practicing.
yeah.
Uh,
So what am I looking for here?
I don't know.
Why
what
would
do you
I
bet?
bet big?
So back to Joe's
Yeah, everything was
question.
good.
Hold on, back to Joe's question. Is this actually solving a multi-way spot?
No,
It may be a heads up spot using multi-way ranges. I think
Says
if
none.
like,
there's non-existing GTO spot. What do you mean?
That's cuz he
Well,
did
this
a
is, this
move.
is pre-flop. I think, right?
mm,
Yeah, this is pre-flop. So pre-flop, we have a solution, but that's it.
yeah, that's what I
We
was.
don't know
Yeah.
about, like, that's what it says.
It's
Non-existent.
non-existent because it's going to the flop multi-way.
Good, 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 good. So that's why my.
Not necessarily because,
85%.
Hold on, hold on, don't click. It says flop, solved for blah, 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 3 players. And then there's, oh, not available.
So I messed up this one,
I-
but it's not counted on my score, so I get away.
yeah,
with-
I think you'd check there.
Oh. Oh my goodness. The 10.
Yeah, brought in clubs too, though.
Yeah, but he doesn't have ace king, doesn't have ace queen, doesn't have ace jack. I blocked them and it's out of his range.
You mean you don't have
Then
ace
I pick
jack.
up equity. I mean, I might splash again.
Go ahead, let's compound some mistakes.
Well, what do you do here? Here we are. You don't bet the flop, you're gonna say?
I wouldn't bet the flop here, but if you do bet the flop and you bet it big. So I mean, you're getting back pretty clean information, right? It's not like he's just continuing with the fringes of his ranges.
We pick
It's
up
like-
equity. It's like he never really has a strong hand.
How do you know that? I mean, okay, so like.
It's a flush
you
draw
bet big on
board.
the
If he
flop.
has pocket three, he's gonna raise me. If he has ace eight, he's gonna raise me. I bet super
Well,
big here. So.
I don't know if we always raise top 2 pair, but, this
You
should
shouldn't-
be like an ace, or it should be like a flush. A lot.
He shouldn't be, yeah, like he shouldn't be raising you here on the flop because he's the guy in the middle.
Right.
Yeah, it's just the same reason why you shouldn't bet, because before you bet, you're the guy in the middle.
Alright, so I bet big again. I'm gonna get, ooh, probably not gonna go well. Yeah.
Yeah, this is a flush. Abort.
It's an ace with a club probably, and the guy doesn't know how to play
Okay,
it.
okay, abort mission. Abort ship.
Surrender, abort.
Okay, it was a bad plan.
Yeah, sometimes you get out of line, it's
Let's
okay.
play ace king instead.
Let's
There you
play ace king. I like playing ace king. This is the easy one.
Church,
Like it.
King
king
10.
ten suited, he raised big, 2.5, well.
This
just-
is good.
That's good. Oh, wait, you're under 30?
Hey, I was gonna ask, that was my next question. Okay, so if you raise king 10 suited there and you get stuffed on,
I'm
what do
just
you?
easy fold.
Well,
No, oh,
I
here,
raised,
Yeah.
my point was I
Ugh.
raised, but I don't go 3.5 from 20. Well, yeah, you're sub 30. I go
I
like.
think I'm folding, I'm calling like king jack.
Yeah, I feel like it's close, but
Ah, it's
Yeah,
30
maybe-
big,
maybe.
it's not that close.
What size does GTO Wizard use to open there? Cause I go 2.7. I don't know. if it's too small.
King, okay, click here, back once. We're looking for,
King 10, 2 down, 3 down. There you go.
3.5.
When does it switch? Was it go
Wow.
from 3.5 to all in,
Lower,
Probably under 25,
under 25?
probably. Like he's at 28 here, so
I do it under 30, so maybe that's, I can cling on to that 3.5 a little longer, maybe.
see at 25, it goes through.
Okay,
Okay, so say you raise and you get piled on, just for devil's advocate, what's the floor?
30?
I would say king 10 suited for the kings.
Oh, it's the floor.
Okay,
yeah, all the suited nines.
Yeah,
even like, look at 10-9 suited for, 10-9 is pretty wild.
yeah. 9, 8.
Yeah,
They-
9-8.
They just run well enough against ace X, right?
Yeah, they do, right. Which is, yeah, they're competitive with his jamming range.
What do you guys
They
think
bluff.
about this one? 18.
It's an
low.
open.
Okay.
Okay, I like this as long as you're calling off when he
Yeah.
jams on you.
Yeah, I wanna
I
go
gotta
up
see-
and be heads up.
I go
Yep.
smaller though. I go like 5-5 this short.
I think this is fine as
Yeah.
long as you're calling off. Otherwise, I like flatting a lot more.
What about this one?
Oh,
Well,
it's
I think with the offsuited version, I prefer to raise it than flat it.
I think, this is a hyper, so I think taking these kind of all ins are definitely good. Yeah, yeah, seems good. If it was, not a hyper, I might play it a little slower.
What about this one?
nice.
I like raising this.
It's
as-
close.
Well, he's only got 12, so maybe I limp this.
It's a limp fold.
Yeah,
0
kinda
EV.
like,
Oh, it just folds.
yeah.
What does check eight do? Check 8, check 9.
What?
I don't, those are the
You want a
options.
small blind? Is this the right range?
Nah, nah. Jack
Nah, nah, nah,
7.
nah, 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 nah.
Okay, it's a limp. It's Jack
No.
8.
You can start going there with jack eight.
I was
kinda.
guessing
Oh.
with this area, honestly, but I thought it was that it had an extra rule. So, okay, man, it's a mistake here. Limp. Oh, hero. Whoa. Pocket 10, we open. Shove, call. No post flop effort. Too much
Yeah, that-
effort pre-flop.
That was on
nah.
him completely. That was completely his fault. He did that to himself, so well played.
What about this one?
I hate this.
It's a hyper jam.
Oh, yeah.
Like
Yeah,
that here?
I think this might be in that wedge.
Check.
Yeah, just,
Oh, limp call. Limp call raise.
bet small. I like betting small here.
Whoa,
But I like,
whoa,
I like,
whoa. You have 13 bigs and the nuts. Check.
but you're blind versus
Yeah.
blind though. Like,
Yeah. What are you afraid of getting sucked out on? Check.
Peter says
I
check.
just, I think it's just a range bet spot.
You can check or bet smaller.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it does a
Bet one
little
big
check.
blind.
Yeah, if I ever
Like the
check
smaller
out,
size, you use 2.8 at like 2.1, it looks like.
But, what was it doing pre-flop? Did it say, raising that size was the
Pre-flop feels
preferred
bad. It's 2.5.
2.5? Okay, okay.
It's limp or raise.
I jam that spot, which kind of feels bad.
This one? Oh,
No,
no,
no, no,
the
no,
king
no, 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 no.
What about
Versus
this
limp
one?
here, versus limp, I like raising. To 3, yeah, I like this. You got a little equity. I like betting small.
What do you do against a raise?
bigs.
Fold.
You gotta fold. You don't have enough.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's why I check. 9-7, let's see. 9-7. Flop.
Checks. You're right. Look at that. Looky there. Oh,
Yeah, you're-
what's that?
You're short enough to get it all in on 2 streets if you want.
Now it feels bad, man.
2 sevens.
Rip it.
I like jamming.
Yeah,
Oh,
we-
yeah, right.
You have
Oh, you
a
sucked
Oh, he's
out.
king,
scamming.
So we have
You have been,
to figure out a little something here, cuz I was gonna get cooked. So I was
I have
like,
to
okay,
say-
I'll take a heart, give me a heart.
Up to this
It-
point, Louis, you
I
have put
was
in a
singing, quit playing games
tremendous,
with my heart, quit playing. Anyway,
tremendous post flop effort.
but it was the eight that came.
Octopussy. See ya, aces.
What about this one?
This is the
Nah.
Is this the bubble?
Probably not the bubble.
Probably not.
I think you're
Probably
too
just
deep.
a
Right, there's
bluff.
some jams I think if you're jamming like king ten,
I-
you're jamming
yeah,
some weird stuff.
I
but
think
not
it's
Zero
too-
here.
in there.
I think it's too deep to shove.
Says 0 EV, it's a min raise.
You have some jams, so like between 20 and 25, but I think they're like king, queen, some king 10, some, yeah, I mean, like.
No.
You
jam.
know-
King 10 suited. Your button.
You know, I wonder how the format being a hyper would affect some of these ranges.
That's not your
around
range.
20
Hold
big
on. Okay,
blinds.
that was cut off. You were button. Oh, you are cut off. I'm sorry. I thought you were button.
Yeah, I
thinking
should
of
min raise. Min raise call. What do you say? Min raise call?
You have to call the 8 big blinds if he jams
Yeah.
and you min raise. You're priced in.
Oh,
You have to
ma.
So Galen, do you think hypers affect ranges?
I think they should because the benefit of taking down chips post flop goes up. They're more
Easy fold
valuable to
here?
take down. So generating
Okay.
fold equity goes up in value. Now, you know, is that
Fold.
counterbalanced by the fact that everyone's short? I don't know, just kind of a
Shove.
thought.
I didn't think the time of the tournament affected the math that goes into developing ranges.
I agree with Ken. Actually, nothing changes, only the speed.
Okay, here, 15 big blinds. Should I size up?
Good question.
You don't
Well,
have to.
I think you
I-
size up, but you don't have to go big. I think sizing up's like half pot or something now.
You can go 2 or 3, I think. Your 20 big blinds effective. It's kinda whatever.
It's 5 pots, yeah.
On the flop, I should be going 2 big blinds. Which I go for. He puts it in. What do you
You
guys
gotta
do?
call. You gotta
Oh.
call.
Oh,
You sure?
Yeah, I mean, you can't.
yeah.
Everyone
you're
is
sub
sure
20
about this?
You're sub
Flush
20.
draws,
There's straight draws, there's flush draws. You
Exactly.
have top
There you go. Yeah,
pair.
Eric, why do you sound like shit, bro?
What, is there anyone
Alright.
folding here in this room?
Nah, I'm already playing the next hand.
Oh,
no, I'm already happy, I'm calling it off.
Alright,
Not,
I'm
not from this
snapping it
stack,
off.
yeah, you gotta call, dude.
Woo,
Flush
guys,
There it is.
He has a lot of equity there, but
Yeah, over cards.
what do you guys do
Small,
here?
Small, yeah.
How small?
I don't know, like 1.5 or to 2, somewhere in there is probably acceptable.
Have you guys looked at the masterclass from,
The one big blind. One
I
blind.
don't think this is a one big blind spot.
is it not?
no, it's monotone. It could be one.
It's two tone and it's
No, it's
somewhat
Monotone,
connected.
yeah.
It's monotone.
Ah,
I don't think I paid attention, because I would always bet one big line here, looking at this now. But I check back on the flop. Gonna bet now? No? Okay.
Yeah,
If you
like-
play check on the flop, I think you play check on the turn.
Yeah, I should have just bet the flop, one big
You
line.
get it, I think you get it through if you bet the flop.
Yeah, yeah.
the king is a key card for you. You should be betting the king.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, what do
You
you
call
guys
it.
play here?
rip it.
If he limps, you jam. If he jams, you call.
How about 3?
Same
Also
difference.
good.
So fishy.
He's effectively all in. It's whatever.
Oh, you fish him good.
Kingfisher. Seems
You would
good.
tilt me LP.
Just a call here?
Yeah, you gotta call here. I think you should, I should say.
Oh, danger.
Check, check, check. We get this turn. Check again.
I
Yeah,
don't
my
really
hand-
see too much evidence for betting here.
Yeah, me either.
Hand
I
hasn't
mean, if you were
changed.
how to draw like a probe, I would, but you got a pair, so.
Check, check, check again. Now what?
I think if it checks through twice, you can go for thin value
I
here.
should bet 10, right? That's
I would
Too
think
big
you
blind.
can bet, you can get thin here.
Yeah, I should have bet for.
And you would have got paid by, you got paid
Yeah.
by the 8.
Standard block bet spot here. I missed it.
Yeah, you can bet
Checking's
4
not
with the
wrong.
queen and 2 with the 10.
I don't think checking
You
is,
could
Good
jam
shot
this.
I don't think checking's too much of an error either on that
It's not an
though.
error. It's not
I
an
would
error.
just
It's
jammed it
just-
LP.
Yeah, but the problem is jamming into these short stacks, the guy has to call so wide. And it's a spot there, they don't really make much mistakes from these stack depth. They know they call too wide or they called wide enough kind of like I don't wanna run into jack three here because the jack three is well ahead.
So my question is, why not just fold then? Cuz you know he's gonna be doing this a high frequency amount of the
Cause
time.
I believe sometimes he makes a mistake and checks back and then I could just bet one big blind and scan him.
What's
So
our jamming
following
range
that-
look like?
So following that logic, why not just jam knowing he's gonna make a mistake a lot of the time and just fold and you can hit a 9 and just scam him?
Okay, maybe it's a better jam, right? I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
Like
either. I'm just-
9-6 I fold, 9-7 I jam, to be
What's
honest.
a
I'm
limp?
just playing. Yeah,
The limp.
okay. What's
Never
the,
jam.
I was just playing devil's advocate with regards to
Yeah.
that. I make mistakes here. I do
Is it a
jam these
limp
type of
call?
hands.
No, right? It's never.
I have no
called.
idea.
Limp
No, you,
fold.
is it a limp fold? Maybe you're just
Sure.
a GTO genius. So it is jamming most of what it's putting in, but it's quite a bit tighter.
Oh, is it 9-7 off?
9-7's a pip out. That was close.
So you call, he jams. And then this is for 10 bigs. We are actually playing like 6. so-
Oh, right. It's way different.
So it was mixing 9-8 there, by the way.
But
Just to kind of
9-8
put that out there.
Okay, it's probably very close, right? Don't know what to do. Very, very close. Tough spot.
Yeah, I know 9-8 has some like additional merit to it, but I'm just using that as evidence as it's probably close.
This is a call, right?
it's gonna choose 8-7
Uh,
before it chooses 9-7.
I'm,
Yes, that is close right there.
Call. You can call this.
Yeah,
This isn't final table, right?
no, for
No,
sure.
no.
Man, I don't know, dude. I don't like this spot.
Fold.
To play it or just fold.
Let me take a screenshot of that 9-7 hand. I'll put it in HRC. It should be big. One second.
It fold, do we?
Give me a sec.
Yeah, limp folded here.
Okay, thanks.
yeah,
I meant the A7. So
No, I call because of the positions.
okay.
Yeah, man, I feel like this is a trap. This is one of those situations where it's like. You end up all your chips in on the river and you're like, how did we get here?
But honestly,
GG.
for me to call here, there has to be a couple of motions. First, the positions, late position versus blind, and then this guy has to have a mark as well. Like, I'm not gonna call a guy that I don't know with the 7 here.
That's fair.
So I
That's-
probably
that's-
have a
that's-
mark here.
Makes
It's a
sense.
reasonable
yeah,
adjustment, reasonable adjustment.
Makes sense.
I don't know if I see too much merit in raising here.
No merit. Just call.
He's so price
Nah.
your flush.
Oof,
Wow.
hammer time.
I don't hate this, to be honest, like this would be my second option. But, I kinda, I think I'd just call there.
Yeah, but the thing is, what does he do from here with ace 10, ace queen, ace king? Or like.
Yeah, man, you
king
boxed him up
queen?
pretty good. You
Yeah.
boxed him up pretty good,
Yeah.
for sure.
and
I still have great equity, whatever, yeah.
And I definitely don't think he can defend this well, a human. On the paired board, he's gonna fall short of, MDF.
What does it like to do?
Oh,
It does like jamming pretty much always. Okay.
oh,
Nice.
That's good play.
Nice. Very good.
all in.
I mean, with MDF, he might even have to, He might even have to be calling hands that are worse than ours.
See, it's pulling the trigger with pretty much all the best flush draws. I'm not sure if I find these. Honestly,
It's,
I find these two roll kind of easily, but these here.
I guess it's one of those things, man. If you end up with a flush draw here and a 3-bet pot, 20 big blinds effective, like, what the hell are you expecting? Like,
Yeah,
just
well-
put your chips in.
Yeah, but look at this pocket seven here. It's bad.
Same story though, right? Like,
Yeah, it's,
it does
A
feel
little
bad 'cause
over.
he's just gonna,
it's a little over one SPR pot. So if you get equity, put him in.
A little loose, ace four, isn't it, from the cutoff?
it's.
Is it?
Probably.
Five big, bro.
Probably, it's probably
Yeah.
right.
I probably, it's either borderline or a fold.
Not really.
It's not too happy with the raise.
I mean,
All
look at the
in.
EV. Honestly, it's not too
Yeah.
big of a deal.
Yeah, but. Which scam is Jack?
Once again, Louis, I'll compliment you. Tremendous post flop effort.
What am I gonna do with 7 deuce?
Get loose.
Limp,
Limp, limp.
Uh-oh, here
Bet
comes the deuce. What do you guys
Step.
do?
One
Step.
bet,
bet.
one bet.
One big
yeah,
blind?
bet a little one. Yeah,
Yeah.
just one big, just one big.
Is he?
Don't
Is he
get
good?
too crazy, just one big.
Queen eye board.
I kinda like betting this. Lots of good turns to barrel. He's so short, actually. Look how short he is.
Put a bet small, he's just gonna fold or jam. He's playing fit or fold probably.
Yeah,
Go for one big blind too.
So this is getting like deeper stages from like ICM probably more. So this is.
man, this feels bad, man.
I
Like,
know.
this is close.
Yeah, I
See,
don't know
like,
how
this-
much I see in pressure, but I think a chippy V, this is probably a call.
I'm not folding there.
It's only 8 big
Yeah.
blinds, like.
I'm
See,
calling.
this is the reason, okay, so when I was talking earlier about hypers affecting the ranges. A 20 big blind stack right now is probably like in the top 10 or something in a hyper tournament if it's later stages.
Mhm.
Or like, I mean, you're deep here
Right,
in a
so
hyper.
I can agree that it'll affect, your ICM ranges are gonna change. Well, it's
Dra-
gonna be, yeah, but I mean, your ranges change based
Drastically.
on chip stacks, right? And where you are in the tournament, not the math of the ranges.
Well, I mean,
The
that's.
way the
that's-
math's
those-
affected is by where you are in the tournament and chip stacks.
Yeah, Louis, this answer is not gonna help because
Yeah,
it's evened everybody stack out the 10 big blinds for the,
yeah, that's what I was realizing.
You would have to HRC this to
This
get
is-
any
yeah.
kind of meaningful information out of this.
I agree.
What if you do the difference, what's it called? Like the new feature, the different stack depths, or like different stacks of the table, different stack distributions.
So like 25%.
Oh, yeah.
You're talking about like
It's only
asymmetrical
pre-flop.
ranges?
They got different stack sizes. So one has the 12 bigs, the other has 32, the other one's 10. You
So
can
what
Yeah,
do
use
you
that
asymmetric.
mean with that, Dooley?
asymmetric. Yeah.
Click MTT on the left.
Yes,
Nine sevens at open jam and HRC.
Nine-
Oh,
6 big blinds. You're just jamming,
It's-
dude.
It's
What's
a 9
nine?
player, but
9 players. Yeah. Click 9. Yeah, there it is.
but we really have to be really lucky to have the exact same stack size.
Yeah, it's not gonna happen.
You want to see your 9-7 hand?
yeah,
Yeah,
Give me a screen. So, you're just ripping.
He's
yeah?
quick.
ripping into okay,
6.
alright. So offsuit
5%
seven,
of aces. It's 5% of aces, so if you wanna be that way, then you can fold,
alright,
but you're just jamming.
alright. Thanks a
Right.
lot, Ken. Okay, so it's a close spot again,
Mm,
depending on ICM point. It's either a call or a fold, but
I like folding, by the way.
what about this one? Is this a rip?
Seven
Suited
suited,
two
probably.
gapper, suited middling two gapper. You can probably start jamming hands like this, but I feel like maybe you're a bit deep for it.
Yeah, it says call.
Is it call?
Yeah, call.
That's kind, that's, I think that's good.
One big line.
Yeah, I like one big blind, lots of good turns to barrel.
And raise. Okay, we get it. And raise. Flop. What do you guys do
Check.
here?
Check,
Check
check,
Couple big
10.
blind.
I like betting small, I think.
Range bet, pair board, jack eye.
It should be pretty contested. It's the only concerning part, but, oh, I
Pocket
like this.
ace,
I like this from the stack depth, I think.
Now,
and call.
Oh,
okay,
man, you're good. I like calling too. I think the call is good.
call. Check.
So you
Check.
get nervous.
Uh-oh, oh, you check. No, I can't handle this anymore. Block bet, oh yeah, I remember. I think I prefer to jam here, but. I
That's
went
what I was
small
actually just thinking.
because like. He has some 4x in his range and.
You're
I
straight.
straight sometimes, yes, like, yeah, so I went small
But-
because I wanna make sure that I get paid here. Because
not
this
checking.
is kind of deep in the tournament. Actually, you know what? This might be at the final table. What do you guys do here?
Fold.
I
I don't think
mean,
you
I'm
can
Nah.
fold.
I don't
I'm
think you can
Stages.
fold.
I went with
we
the call.
are second to last. Yeah, I mean, I'm just putting it in. Tens are pretty good. Nines I'll struggle with, tens I'm going
Well,
with.
I call
But-
with jacks.
When Louis said it was final table,
Or final few tables for sure.
yeah,
but they
it could be
have the-
final few, but we went from 5-handed to 6-handed.
Yeah,
So,
so it's not final table for sure, but it's close. Because my hand history has 65 hands total and we're at hand 40 now.
Final two tables, I'm definitely calling.
You can't fold this, man. It's a hyper.
it's too high up in your range.
You're seeing like 10 hands a level.
Wow, that is so,
Can we run it or was that correct call or not?
And pocket 10.
it has to be the correct call. He's too high up in his range.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure.
Calls 100%, making a lot
What
of.
are we calling more? Can we see the range?
You're gonna be calling down to like sevens, I think, or something crazy like that. Sixes.
Sevens,
Sevens.
yeah, no, you said it, sevens.
Yeah, cuz look at all the hands in white that you're already folding.
I see, I mean, might let some of those pairs go, but.
That's
chippy,
right. Yep,
clearly you're not.
Ken is right. I like
Uh,
jam, I like this. I like this. You're on the button. This is a fine combo, I think. Oh, jam.
Flip it.
Yep. Plays horrible post flop. You have a premium blocker. This is good, I think. Very good flop, very small bet. Looks good. Uh-oh, tournament has been paused. This is good, I think.
I call there.
You mean check? It was a limp, right?
Yeah, just check.
so this could be the final table.
The final table is
mean, we're not looking.
7-handed in hypers, no?
Thank you,
Question,
Dave.
really.
No, it's a 6-max tournament.
Ah.
Yeah, it's a 6-max, but
uh,
on GG, the final
Yeah, yeah,
table is
yeah.
always +1.
Dooley's right. It is. I think it's a 7-handed final table for 6-max.
Fold.
You seen the
I
back?
don't know, man. I don't think you get to fold here. We just looked at a spot a second ago. It was calling down, mixing sixes. You
But
guys
that
wanna
was a
let go of
different
this?
situation.
Yeah,
If
different.
this is the final table with 3 shorter stacks, it's a fold.
It's not the
Um,
final table, though.
Oh,
We
not?
raised that.
What am I doing?
if it was the final table, I think it's a fold. I think,
Pocket nine.
yeah, you're making +4, so it's like, it's definitely calling below
GPV, it's
9.
a call, so we don't know the tournament stage, but. But that's the issue, right? But, yeah. Sixes,
I mean, if he's doing that with sixes, like, this guy doesn't need to
Yeah.
do that with sixes.
yeah.
Yeah, this is probably
Uh,
final table here now. Oh,
See, it
this is
just,
final.
yeah,
They keep adding people. I don't know what to say.
Huh?
But I got nine,
Gotta
four.
ra-
What do you guys
You gotta
do?
raise here because ICM. You don't
I
have to limp.
like,
It's
I
suited.
like-
Pressure him with the raise LP because of all the short stacks.
You know what? I think I wanna do my Kenneth Keppel here. I can't make it straight.
honestly,
Alright.
Ken, if, Ken, you're right from that perspective. If this is like a pretty close final table spot, you're probably supposed to raise, but I think this hand plays pretty well as a limp otherwise.
Yeah, it's a limp fold, maybe.
I'd be shocked if you ever let him see a flop for free and that's a chip arrangement.
I agree with you, Ken. I wouldn't be surprised to see something very aggressive going on. Limp? Raise? We call
I
it
don't like,
limp?
I don't know. I don't know if I like limping this combo, but yeah, you gotta call this.
Yeah.
If you're
You
limping.
know
this.
what? I think if we had like Jack nine, we would always raise Jack eight, but Jack ten is good enough. We can limp call.
I don't think
Yeah,
you're
you're
ever
right.
supposed to be limping the small blind into this guy when you have him covered and he's got shorter stacks at the table. I don't think you're ever supposed to limp.
Ken, are
This is
you
50-50.
speaking as if this is 100% the final table?
Well, even final two here now. If we're down to final two, you're down to 10 people. I still think that scenario is gonna hold true.
Okay. Just trying to clarify for anyone who might be listening.
Well, we're down to like 13 hands to go.
This is a defend, right?
Well, that's a fair point, Peter.
I mean, if this isn't final table, there's gonna be some punting going.
That's a very
I don't
good, that's a
know.
very good point, Peter.
Wait.
I did, I wasn't
Yeah,
paying
this
attention
has
to
to
that.
be the final
Nah.
table at this point.
I don't know why you called the flop. Honestly, I would just let it go.
I did.
I think this might even be borderline pre-flop.
Okay, so I called the flop here because I wanted to check raise, but I didn't.
You want an
was
overcard to
like,
check.
So if I call and then it goes check,
Ay,
check, then I can go. And then he bet just one big blind into five. I'm probably supposed to call with backdoor flushes, right?
Louis, you're scamming yourself is what you're doing here.
You just don't wanna bleed
Yeah.
chips in the final table.
But
Maybe.
Louis,
you
there
can.
there has to be,
It's gonna
if this
scam.
is not final table, it's close and there has to be ICM pressure that.
Yeah. So
Would
the
just let-
7 comes and I'm like, okay, this is my chance. Right?
But
If
see,
I
he
ever,
opens all the offsuit nines from the button. Like, this isn't really a board for you to be screwing around.
no, but
on.
this is a good turn for me.
For
Eight,
him too.
six. 8-6, a pocket,
It's
5,
good for the button
7.
too, though,
9,
LP,
Alright,
right?
Louis, I'm putting on the tie. I'm getting my coat ready. The PR agent's gonna come out if you're not careful.
Okay, okay. What do you guys think about this?
I mean, I'll
I don't
say
like it.
this. If you put yourself in this situation and you bet the flop, you open this hand pre-flop.
No, no,
It's
no,
probably-
I just called, defend the big line.
I don't think it's
Okay.
very good because of the buttons range.
Okay, the machine is not happy.
Because of the buttons range is connects to the middling cards as well. And he has all the offsuit nines.
Okay, so here we are. Here we are. Mistakes were made and we're in the river.
We've made our bed. Are you ready to take a nap?
Yeah, you advertised that you have a 9 or a 7, so show them your 9 or your 7.
I mean,
So-
if this is a final table, Louis, you can probably jam a hand like this.
Can I?
I mean, what's
They're
he
more
gonna
likely to
do?
fold ace high now, at least if they're worried about ICM. They're not gonna hero call ace highs as readily.
Ace high, they might fold pocket kings here if you jam.
That's
Okay,
true,
so
Pete.
tell
Yeah.
me,
Yeah,
like, the way I see this thing here is like. okay, I called, but I didn't want to, but now I just like went with a little lead here. And then he calls. So at this point, I'm like, do I get here with anything worse?
No, probably
You know
not.
what? You could
No.
probably, bluff-
You
you
could
could
be
probably
bluffed, but
bluff. You
it's
could
hard.
probably bluff small because if he doesn't have a 9, he's gonna fold.
Yeah, no,
And
I don't
what,
wanna bluff
like,
small because if I block 4 or 5, he's gonna call with where I want him to fold, which is an ace high.
And
I don't
And
think he will.
there's two sizes, man. There's greedy
Well,
and
and if-
really fucking greedy. You get
if
to
you
pick
sh-
all in or like pot or close to it.
if
Well,
you
Ken, yeah,
if you shove, this is either the second table or final table.
yeah, yeah.
There's
sure.
two
Alright,
shorter
Joey, I'm
stacks.
I'm gonna help you out. There's 60 hands in the tournament. We're at 58. So,
Yeah.
52.
52.
yeah, I'm sorry, we're at 52.
I mean,
so
he's
it's
got
getting
the
very
two-
close.
He's got the two shorter stacks. So in either situation, I think he's supposed to fold a lot if you jam.
Yeah, that's what Peter said. Peter said he could even fold kings, insinuating, yeah, he's gonna be folding a lot. So yep, it's
So my goal here is to get like an ace high to fold. Like
Right.
if he has anything else, I'm fine with, I mean, it's a punt, right? But
Yeah.
if he folds an ace, I'm a genius, and if he
Uh,
has something, this is just a terrible.
I think if he's sitting there with pocket eights, pocket eights might be an insta fold if you jam.
Yeah, I'm blocking that though. But there we go. All in on
I
the
think
river.
this is, I don't hate this, man. Like you put yourself in this situation. I just think it's kind of unnecessary we're here. But, I don't, I don't, now that we're here, I don't hate it.
Yeah, I totally agree with Galen. The way, when you took the lead on the turn and the 7 pairs, I think you have to just shove them in and see what happens.
Yeah. Wow.
I don't think you can win with 8
I'm-
high, so.
Yeah, yeah, I don't think.
I'm
you
gonna
can
sit here
either.
thinking, if I'm against you, I'm gonna be like, this is never a 9. You're not gonna lead turn with a 9. Right? I don't think.
No, he has a
And
7.
You're not gonna jam if you just have a 7.
If it makes you feel better, Ken, I would never attempt that against you. Alright. I would never do that, but I thought this is here the spot where I can either like win the tournament or go broke. If he folds an ace high, I'm very happy. My impression is that his range is capped. I might be compounding mistakes, but I think I'm at the bottom of my range. I don't think I get to this river with any worse. And if he folds an ace high, a king eye, a queen eye, a jack eye, it's perfect for me.
You know, and I would argue
That's
here,
why I
Louis,
think-
this hand is so extremely pivotal in this tournament. If this is like the final table, because you've basically set yourself up with a 2-1 chip lead over second place. And they can't do anything to you. Like, you can just relentlessly pressure these guys into like dust.
So to complete what you were saying, just to get high cards to fold LP, that's why I think a smaller bet accomplishes that. If you're just really trying to get high cards to fold, I think you can just go like 7 or
Okay.
8 or 6, and they're gonna just throw everything that's not a made hand in the muck.
I disagree. I can agree with Ken.
No, if I'm going.
No, if you raise, you push
Well, me,
all
no,
your
he will
stack.
call. If I bet 4 or 5 here or 6,
he
or
will call.
whatever, sometimes he might go like, okay, he's the maniac, screw this guy, I call. Whereas
Yeah.
what I need to do here is put him in the damn box and make sure he doesn't call.
I'm with you, Louis. I mean, like,
It's
Now
the
that
box
we're
or
here-
nothing. You give up or you put him
Yeah.
in the box. It's one of the two. If you bet small here, I think it's a disaster. You're burning chip.
Yeah,
This guy here,
you will
like-
call with king high if you just push 4 big blind.
Yeah, he
Well, I
could.
suggested 7, not 4. I mean, you gotta go a little over half pot. You wanna make it a value bet.
We're of course at the bottom of our range. Is it ever, so
Yeah.
we need to bluff? Is it ever an idea to just give up and say, okay?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
could, I could have, but I wanted to win.
Okay. Yeah,
you
that's-
could, but when he only calls the turn too, that does
Caps him a lot.
it caps his range.
Yeah,
Well,
Well,
do you think he's
not
gonna
really.
raise
No,
at 9 or is he
I
gonna
would
let
call
you
with a
keep
9
bluffing?
there, on the button.
I'll
Yeah.
never raise the 9 on the button.
I will
Hey.
just call with a 9 on.
What do you guys do here?
Calling.
Jam on him. He can't do anything, like,
Maybe that's.
What?
I-
What's that chart you showed before? 5, 6, 7 against buttons, 8, 9s and 10, 7s, 8s and 9s against cutoffs.
Yeah,
Yeah, having an 8 or a 9 is not great against late position here. But.
you got a king, a
I
suited
got a
king, man.
suited king, so it's like
It's fine.
it's like ace king, but with an 8 instead of a D.
Like, this guy calling anything like
Yeah,
worse
no,
than
that's-
ace king here is basically just a blunder.
Yeah, he's just opening his button and he's gonna release a lot, so it's just like, this is the an ICM bluff.
Yeah.
I think it's good.
Now,
Oh.
Easy jam.
Final table,
Now, yeah, now it looks, now we're on final table.
the
So, look at
prophetized
it.
final table.
Right, look at the chip arrangement now. It's kind of drastically changed a bit, like
24, 15. huh?
somebody went on the warpath. I like jamming here.
or shorties.
Me too.
I think I fold.
I remember this.
Oh, wait,
one
I'm
in the
sorry.
tournament.
The button didn't open. The button, he did open. I like folding here, I think.
Folding,
I don't know, man. What are you gonna do?
defend my big line.
The problem is, it's like you got almost a four-way tie for like second place here.
Oh,
Like-
maybe it could go, maybe it's gonna donate if we get like a 10 or king.
Jam
don't
is a
think-
disaster here.
Yeah, I don't think we could jam against a chip leader.
Yeah, you
Fold.
definitely don't wanna be jamming into this guy.
What do you do?
Fold.
Let's go.
Everyone is folding?
Fold.
Yes, I'm folding.
Yeah, you don't wanna throw more chips in this spot.
I had a sweat pressing forward here.
Yeah, you were
You
scared.
forgot.
Yeah, you were scared because you thought you were gonna jam.
Oh, I was gonna check very small. Okay, king, queen,
This-
4
This
left.
is good. Yeah, this is good.
Yeah.
So you guys see, I
3 left.
basically did absolutely nothing on the final table.
Yeah, you just folded, basically.
And
third
now,
place.
look at the chip arrangement. 30, 38. What do you
You've
guys
got
do? here?
nothing to lose here. You've got literally nothing to lose. I'm jamming my king X here, I think.
Can risk premium
Yeah.
actually be a negative number? Cause that's what you have.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And now
Getting
you are
discounts at
back.
this point, right? So this is a call.
Yeah, I like calling here.
What about this?
I like calling here.
I have a spade.
Oh, release. It's too thin.
Do we
He gave you
defend
one
queen
big-
9 or
That's
does queen?
backdoor.
He gave you one big blind. I kinda like jamming here sometimes, I think.
Okay, so this here, I
Yeah.
think is a spot where you look at the dealer in the eye and you say, I'm gonna use my buff card, please.
Yeah.
And then you just,
Play.
what are you gonna do? 25% pot odds,
Can you back up one? I wanna see what the flop
just
bet was.
one big
It
blind.
was one big blind, Chris.
Alright, okay. That's even close, I think, but it's fine.
So I think
Oh,
I have to
gross.
call here. I don't know.
Oh,
Let's see
you
the
don't get to let
machine.
this, you don't get to let this go, man. You picked up a gutty and a flush draw.
Where's the machine?
You have to go check the spin and go chart.
The queen 9 offsuit,
Quickities.
queen 9
There it is.
offsuit
There it
here,
is, there it is.
turn. Oh, the flop is 99% a call. Okay.
Yeah, seems good. It's raising the other bit, by the way.
And then on the
not-
turn, I just
not
have to
folding.
fold, right?
Yeah. Fold.
Is that a fold?
You can't
think
fold
so.
the turn.
Yeah,
You-
you can't fold with the queen of spades.
Oh, no,
You-
I should be calling this turn.
Yeah,
I was
you,
like, you picked up a gutty too, though, man.
have
Like,
a-
that's crazy.
I'm
have a gut-
surprised I fold this turn.
you have a gut shot, 2 overs to second pair
Yeah, you gotta fold the flop if you're
So
gonna do that.
I'm
and,
not
and a flush
convinced.
draw.
I'm not convinced it's a call. Is it a slam dunk call pre-flop?
Oh, I think it's a
ICM.
fine call. It's a fine call pre-flop. Like, he's
Yeah,
the
yeah,
shortest
yeah.
stack.
fine. I don't have
I'm pretty
raised
sure.
premium, it's 3 left. It's almost
You
There's
have
two
some-
TVs.
less.
That's a misnomer. There's actually risk premium with 3 left.
I was
Everybody
gonna
say
says
you
that,
have
but
There's
less.
less. It's almost two
Less.
TVs.
It's less. It goes down after final three.
It's still probably about 5% there.
Yeah,
Right,
but-
and 5% is not gonna push queen nine suit offsuit
Yeah.
out. But yeah,
Oh,
you're right,
yeah,
Ken.
I
You're-
should
it-
call
it
this
is-
turn.
It is a
Very-
mis-
Yeah.
easy.
You know, I'm not gonna do this without running it.
Back a deuce, never is.
So,
Yep.
do you like just opening this and maybe not jamming this pre-flop on the button?
Well,
don't
the
know.
thing
Yes.
is, if I
Yes.
jam, he calls, and then I'm screwed, whereas I'm in raise, he jams, he calls, I can just like look at the world burn.
Well
So like,
played.
yeah. Yeah.
Perfectly
Well,
played.
Well,
no, what
no,
I was gonna say was like, okay, yeah, I understand what you're saying. Like, when I say jam, I mean like effective jam, like bet 10 big blinds.
well,
No.
I
That
think,
way,
Nah.
Louis, I think if you jam and, go back to the 2-2 real quick. If you call and the small blind, or if you shove the small blind calls, I think the big blind should be folding
Folding
almost
anything.
everything,
Yeah. It's a
Just to try-
disaster.
just to try to lock
Yeah.
up second place.
Yeah,
Yeah.
risk premium's huge, yeah.
yes,
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
why I
probably
was saying
calling aces,
10 big
kings.
blinds.
You
What do
will
you guys
not
do?
turn the twos into a bluff, ever, so. Go.
What do you guys do?
Jam.
Oh, he took him out, good.
Stuff the turkey.
Rip,
What about this one?
rip.
You could raise or check. I mean, you might be able to rip it. Ripping's a bit deep. I kinda like doing this, though. I think this is good. Limp's probably okay.
Can't give this guy a walk, can I?
No,
3.5.
I wouldn't suggest walking at all.
3
I
point, I
agree.
would have made it 3.5.
Well, that's kinda where I was at too, Chris. I was like, maybe you raise it sometimes.
This is bottom of range. I mean, if you're gonna give a
Go
walk,
big,
this-
go bigger here, 65% here,
Okay.
80%.
Nah,
Yep,
with bottom pair, I think it might be a check.
dude, he's over folding to that board. Take advantage of him.
Check.
mostly-
I had my epiphany, guys. Romero in 7 hours of work has taught me. I'm there. I'm over the mountaintop now. I know. But you guys are trying to play GTO still, when these guys don't play GTO, so you're
No,
losing.
it's a good bet on the turn.
Yeehaw. How do you ever lose? Perfect. 5.5 I would have went, but great. Yes.
Breaks. I
Wow.
think
I would not have checked.
You guys barrel this turn?
I would have barreled. I would massively pressure this
Well,
guy.
the thing is, I three bet and I see bet and he calls and it's a queen eye board. So at this point, I
Okay,
don't
one
wanna,
over. If he's got it, he's got it. Fuck it, fuck it.
I agree, but it's like, I wanna, if he doesn't have it, I don't wanna push him out, right? So I check.
Okay.
He goes for
If
it.
you,
Uh,
if
You
you
gotta
check, I
call.
call.
That's
What do you
not
guys do
good.
here?
That's not good.
Check, bottom of
bet.
We have to
diamond.
check,
Check?
Check and
check,
fray.
check it, or else first one to blast
Wow.
wins.
Fold down.
Oh, I don't
No
know,
diamond, just fold.
dude, ace seven. Nines, eights, he didn't play it like that. Ace seven. You beat ace seven, that's it.
So,
You don't block, that's awful.
so my reasoning, I think it's,
32
for me,
to
it's a very
15.
easy spot actually, because this is exactly what I wanted to do. This is exactly why I checked the turn. You know,
You
because
think you would start bluffing?
just look at the SPR. Okay, number
What are
one,
you-
look
what
at
are you-
SPR. Do
what
we
are you
ever fold
being?
second pair at SPR 0.5?
No,
When he starts
We
turning it into
start,
a
we
bluff.
start from a three bet pot. Do we ever
No.
fold second pair in a three bet pot when it goes like this?
I
No, we
I
mean,
don't.
I don't think you
it
can
could-
fold here, Louis, but
And then at this SPR, we
And
never
loses
fold as
one.
well. So it's always an easy call for me, even when we don't
yeah.
have the diamond. Now,
Yeah.
that's why I check the turn.
Yeah, if you check the turn for the purpose of him bluffing, it's a nice move.
Yeah,
But
that's why I check the
but-
turn, because I have to allow him to have some spaz here. If I double barrel here, he gets rid of all of his punts and all of his bluffs. Whereas
Well,
when I
he's calling
check
a
the
7
turn-
anyways. Do you wanna just rip instead of letting him rip or not?
No, I'd rather have him rip.
Because
but-
he is gonna call with lesser hands, so.
Doesn't a 7 check behind the turn?
Yeah, man, like, what are we trying to do here? Okay, so we're making an assumption that he just decided to lose his mind with A7. Is that what we're doing here for real?
No, he's
Like,
trying to-
okay,
He's trying to deny Louis the equity with hands like ace queen, ace jack, ace king, ace 10, right? King jack.
yeah.
He's trying to not let Louis hit a card here. So he
This is
still
like
has a
a-
lot of 7s and 4s.
I agree. Yeah, I think he has a 7 here.
And he
Sure,
turns them
sure
into a
looks like
bluff.
a 7, doesn't it?
Or a 4 or a 3, right?
It could
Can
be
evolve.
8s, 9s, or jacks, but I
But
doubt
why
it,
wouldn't he
the way
check those
played
back
it.
on the river?
Yeah, why are you blasting
Yeah.
7s, 8s and 9s? And why aren't those all in pre-flop?
Yeah.
So
I'm
what
not-
do
A
you guys
I'm
like
seven
to do
never
here?
like-
folding.
One of a card.
It's never a fold. Nah.
What flags he flying, LP? Is it Israeli?
I think.
You know what? That might
uh,
actually be useful information here. But it's 50 to
It's
15.
Dutch.
The turn,
This guy's
the
a
tournament's
Dutch.
over. You have to call.
If he's
Yeah,
Dutch, I'm folding.
You're 3.5 to
You're
1.
folding to a Dutch here.
Yeah, he's in that.
I'm calling.
Alright,
Hey,
This is never a fold.
Alright, so let's pull notepad.
I don't know
He's not
how
gonna
the,
putt-
I
I
don't
don't
know
think
how
he's
this
gonna putt
ended
off
up,
his
by the
stack.
way. I don't know where you finished, but
It's called,
Obviously, you call and
Ken?
want.
Ken,
Chris
I'm
would have
folding.
jammed pre actually on the river, but
I call.
I mean, I already know you called and won a tournament LP, but I'm still folding.
oh, he did win the tournament? Good.
I think so.
Dooley,
Yeah, this is an absolute call.
Dooley, look at this. What do you do?
I call.
the population set's already corrupt, Louis. Everyone knows the result.
What?
I didn't
Oh,
know the
Yeah.
result.
It's not the last
Well-
hand.
I'm folding here.
Never, never, never. Come on, game.
Well, you
You're
can
better.
play,
If
you can
you're
play
better
the
than
live
that,
tournament,
dude.
you can play the live tournaments and never fold here. I'm gonna fold here.
I'm not.
I snapped it off. And he had a bluff.
Wow, that's a horrible bluff by him.
I
though.
thought you put you on ace high, I guess.
That's a horrible bluff, I guess. Man, of all the bluffs he could choose, that's not a good one.
That wasn't a good one.
That
Yeah,
was not a good one. Good job, Louis.
and that's how we took first place.
Played really well. the
how much
final
was
6 players there.
was second place?
I don't remember.
He threw a lot of
Right.
money on this bluff.
I mean, he's got king high, no
He did his
diamonds.
best. Thanks a lot for watching, everybody.